is the mushrooms? I swear they always move them. Okay, there we go. Brown mushrooms. Oh my god. Dude! What the? Oh, you've got 3. Where the hell have you been? Hi! Where have you been? You... Yeah, that makes sense for you. Yeah. Dude, you've got 3 of them now. Yeah. It was not. You know, you've... Okay, you've come in one of the better cycles. It's been rough. Lately. It's been rough. You know... Yeah. So, you were last here cycle 12. Right? I believe. Yes, I did get married. I am still happily married. You'll be glad to know. She's good. She's good. Yeah, she's good. Okay, so... yeah, you were cycle 13. Cycle 13. It was a year of the queue. It was a build challenge. Beth moved out of our house that cycle. I went a little bit crazy because I couldn't find her. You weren't here for the first time, but Town Hall blew up again. Yeah. You know, cycle 14. It was an ocean cycle. Literally, most of the world was ocean. Oh, I found out I also have a sister. You would love her. She's great. Her name's Juniper. Yeah. I think you were here, but I did also win cycle 12. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Like 8 cycles ago. Cycle 15, I met another child. She's called Genesis. She was a problem at the start. She's better now. Kinda. Mostly. Kinda. It wasn't... I didn't refine Beth until cycle 16, which was another build cycle, and also the razzles. It's probably a good job you weren't here for that. That was... Midas went insane a little bit. That was something. Yeah, that was a problem. Cycle 17, cycle 17. I didn't really do that much cycle 17. I kind of just existed. I don't remember what the theme was. Cycle 18 was ancient civilization. There was a lot of skulk around that cycle, which wasn't great. I did meet this new guy though. They've been living underground. Called Nexus. Yeah, they were just living under the ground. And then last cycle, you might have noticed there's a lot of cherry, and you also had to pick a boon. Yeah. Last cycle, this new guy came. His name is Clover. They made a deal with Midas. Another god. Except, they're not the greatest person. But they're powerful. And there's nothing much we can do about it. And they are now on the same level of Midas and are running the queue with Midas. Oh! Bet's a god now. She became a god. Last cycle. Arlo's a god now. So is Ambrin. They're also kind of in the same body. Again. Big ol' guy. Saren. Saren's causing problems. No, you're fine. I know you're always pretty busy. So the queue has been pretty much been split into two sides. There are those that are on side with Midas. And then there are people who side with Clover, who call themselves the Garden. Saren claims that they are a double agent for this person called Pink, which is another god. They claim that they are working for Pink and getting information from Clover and being a double agent. Except they killed Calliope for Clover. And Calliope still hasn't shown up for this cycle. Calliope still hasn't shown up for this cycle. And I don't know where she is. So last cycle I threatened Saren. Quite viciously. Because they killed Calliope. And she's not even... Oh, he's also invisible. That's cursed. It's fine. Oh, there he goes. Patricia, you're a new one. She's great. But Saren isn't really acting like a double agent. They seem to be mostly working for Clover. I saw them briefly at the start of the cycle. Half of them is now covered in cherry petals and cherry vines, and they have cherry petals coming off them, and it doesn't really seem like they are the double agent that they claim to be. And I don't know what to do. Yeah. I want to believe them really bad. I do. They killed Calliope. At the end of last cycle, she was in a coma, and now she's not here. She has a wife at home. And we can't even tell her wife because we can't get there. Yeah. I really hope she's with her wife and her wife is taking care of her, but if she's not, then I don't know where she is. And she's in a coma, completely defenseless. And neither me nor Artemis, Ira, or anyone is there to defend her. Me too. You know, I've only known Callie for just over a year, but she's one of my best friends. Yeah. Yeah. I hope so. And yeah, hopefully. In news of Beth becoming a god, all the gods that Circle have statues. I'm sure you picked up patron on your way in here, right? Oh, that's good. Who did you choose? Oh. That fits right for you. Her statue is actually right next to Beth's. That's Midas's statue right there. You know, that the god. Oh, I should warn you. This cycle we're on hardcore mode. I don't know what that means, but if you die, you don't get to come back here. You go to this other place called like Eden or something like that, and you can't come back from there. And it's run by that Clover guy. So I don't recommend dying. Like, I know you'll be fine, but like, yeah. Yeah. Well, this is Clover's version of Beth's cookie stand, except he charges money for it. Unlike Beth. Um, which, yeah, he has brought capitalism here. Um, so. But Beth's cookie stand is like literally right there, so. Yeah. Beth's cookie stand is literally right up there, but Clover's cooking. Okay. If you come this way, I made a path to. Oh, what did the guys both lead? Come on, Paul. I got him. Oh. I made a path. This goes to Beth's statue. I picked Beth as a patron because, you know, that's my best friend. I gotta. Yeah. I made this path. It goes to Beth's. I also made a statue for Puck yesterday. Because I feel like he deserved one too, you know? And I haven't spoke to Beth, but she doesn't have a house. And if she does, it doesn't seem to be in this realm. I think the gods have the theme is Pantheon, and I'm pretty sure Midas doesn't have a house either. I think they have houses in a different realm, which I cannot get to. There's no like portal or anything. So, but this is Beth's statue. And then that's the one I held for Puck right there. Yeah. I mean, if you want to see the one that you picked, it's literally right here. Right next to it. I think this is the right one anyway. Oh, she has a path too. Yeah, I think this is the right one. I haven't been around to see all of the... Yeah, this one. This is... XR. I don't... No one's placed their stories. I should maybe... leave. Oh. Yeah. Oh, the demons. You made the child invisible. The child is invisible. Uh, oh, he's dead. Everything's okay. No need to panic. Everything is fine. I have full armor. It's okay. Oh, I broke that carpet. I think you picked it up. It was an orange one. Okay, let's collapse. So it's state time. Just ask Q Nation. There we go. I mean, I haven't looked around at all the other statues. We can go and see them. Well, it's you know, daytime. Okay, I think that's the next one. I don't actually know how many statues there are. I know they go in a big circle though. Yeah, I think this is the. Oh, this. God of Flame and Loyalty. What? Is the head of that statue? Yeah, I don't know. I think something happened with Sora last cycle. To do with Clover, but I don't know what. I think I remember seeing rumors that they will Clover turn them mortal. I think. Which I didn't even know was a thing, but I guess. I don't know. I think so. This would, yeah. I don't know. I actually know whose this is. Muddy, Goddess of Water. That's a cute statue. I like that. She would have born like this, I think. Her favorite is aliens, so. Yeah, there's been a lot of new gods last cycle. I'm not sure how many. Oh, this is. Oh boy. Oh, I think this is Milo. Yeah, God of Light and Shadow. I don't remember when they became Shadow. I remember them being Light. I've never really talked to Milo. But they have something going on, for sure. Yeah. I don't remember when they became Shadow. I think that's suffering a little bit. But they're not one of the gods I've ever talked to. So. I think. Oh, this is Nikki. Yeah, this is Nikki. I don't know if you've ever seen Nikki, but she's she's a crap. Um, I've never personally talked to her, but I know she's pretty whimsy. Um, Caught up with seeing perception. You know, that makes sense. And then that's Midas's statue right there. Oh, that's a pretty house. I don't know whose house that is, but that's cute. Okay, Luna. Yeah, Midas's statue. I think other than Beth and Puck is my favorite. It's pretty nice. I don't know whose. I don't know whose statue this is. Saren's. Yeah, that makes sense. God and Karma and Equilibrium is ironic. Because they're not exactly the most equilibrium right now. They're definitely more biased to one side, I can tell you that. Yeah. I don't think they're doing too well on that one, I'm gonna be real. Is this the next one? I think so. Oh, yeah, this is Juniper, but this is not my sister. This is a different guy. But I like that statue. They're pretty cool. And you know, I'm biased to a little bit of creativity, you know. You know, I'm biased to a little bit of creativity, you know. I do building. But, you know, I had to pick Beth because that's my best friend, so. But otherwise, I probably would have picked Juniper. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is the next one, I think. I don't know whose this is, though. Oh, Tria. Yeah, you know. Yeah, Nixara is Travelers and Stories, which is obviously what you picked because, you know. No, Stories and Stars. Yeah, Stories and Stars, which for you, you know, stories. But Royale also would have been a good option because, you know, travel. That's literally a thing. But this is Tria's. Tria's a duck. Tria is very chaotic. In the Razzles cycle, which was something, Tria was in charge. Yeah, they were one of the ones that became a god last cycle. Tria ran something called the Spree Revolution. against the Razzles, they were one of the people to stand up to Midas when they were maybe not evil, when they were losing their mind a little bit. Trio was one of the people who stood up to Midas and said, what you're doing is wrong. And they are in fact very chaotic. But they're like a balance of like chaotic good. They can probably be evil. I've never seen them be chaotic evil, but they're chaotic for sure. Yeah. Especially Midas, you know. This is literally that world. A lot of people last cycle wrote letters to Midas telling them that we were concerned about Clover. And now they're working with Clover, which is not quite what I think everybody had in mind. But I guess it works. I don't know who Sachi this is. Pink's refuge. Oh, Pink is lovely. I think you'd love Pink. Maybe let's just do a nice little slush lay right now. Pink is, yeah. I think they're a moth. I think. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of beds down here. I don't think the llamas will fit in here, but yeah, Pink is related. Yeah, they're related to Clover somehow. Yeah, they're related to Clover somehow. I don't actually know how. But Pink is keeping people safe from Clover. Trying their best to, you know, keep people safe. I think this is the last one. Ollie. Yeah, I've never met Ollie. Sorry, excuse me. Well, he's dead. This is Ollie. I have never met Ollie. I'm pretty sure they're like really tiny though. They're pretty whimsy though, you know? Yeah. I've never met them personally, but I know that they... You know, I've seen them around. They're just here, I guess. And then we're back at bats. But yeah, there's quite a few new gods. Yeah, I mean, that is the theme of the cycle, is Pantheon. Most of the gods are fine. There's just Clover, who is maybe not the greatest right now. So, No. Clover's dimension is in Eden. That's their realm. This is Midas's realm, and Clover's is Eden. That's where they... No, they're not. That dimension is Eden. That's where you go if you die. Clover is, chaotic in the same way that Trier is, but maybe not chaotic good. Yeah. Unpredictable. Except they made a deal with Midas that their soul is now tied here, so they can't exactly leave. So we're kind of stuck with them. But at least they're not in this round, so we don't have to deal with them. Yeah. Beth tried to warn Clover about making deals to Midas. It did not go very well. I think Beth is probably one of the only people that ever make a deal with Midas. Yeah. And it's actually gone well. And she tried to warn Clover. He took the deal anyway. So. Yeah. Except now all of Q is dealing with those consequences, so. Yeah. It's... The last cycle was, rough. It was... yeah. It's okay. I know you're... you go exploring and... you found Patricia now. Now you've got 3. And I see you're sticking with the theme of P names, I guess. Patricia fits well with pizza and Paul, Gotta stick with the theme. No. No, you couldn't. It wouldn't. Yeah. You do gotta stay with the bit. Do you need a place to stay? My house is quite far away, but do you need a place to stay? My house is a little bit away, but Or I can... And I'm sure... Artemis wouldn't mind either. You know. I'm sure she'd be okay with it. It's just me and her right now. Yeah. Yeah. Other than Pizza Paul and Patricia. You know, human company and not llamas. You know, I'm sure they're great. But talking to people is necessary sometimes. Yeah, I mean, they're talkative. Just not in the same language. Yeah, that they're great. I can make them a pen or a stable or whatever it is that llamas stay in. A house. A separate house. Where they are separate from the main house. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm sure they're pretty comfy, to be honest. I have slept on them a couple of times when we were... Yeah, you know, at least you won't get cold, I guess. Yeah, yeah. Well, when it's, you know, daytime and not raining, I can take you to my house. You know, I would say it's a long walk, but that's literally your thing, so you'll be alright. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we can shelter under this tree for the time being. The scenic route, exactly, exactly. I'm just gonna slash lay real quick. Just collapse right here. Yeah. Function with me. Yeah. Okay, we can. It's this way. We don't have to like. Oh, we don't have to like venture the other side of spawn or anything. It's literally just this way. But yeah. Let's go.